Welcome. Glad to have you here today. The brief practice I have to share with you today is for building bone strength. Uh, we know that in order to stimulate the bones and begin to build more bone cells, we have to hold the poses for at least 30 seconds. So I'm going to show you 4 different poses here. We're going to use the wall as a prop, so find some place at home where you can have some wall space. It could be against a door, such as you see here, that opens inward rather than outward. If it opens outward, make sure you lock the door before you start so that the door doesn't open on you unexpectedly. You don't want any injuries or falls. And I recommend using a chair. I have a folding chair here today, but you might have a kitchen chair or some other kind of chair in your home that would work for you. Okay? And I have a block available. I'll show you how to use that later. If you don't have a block, you can still do this practice. So sticky mat's a good idea so that you don't slip and fall, and you'll notice I have carpeting underneath, so I just want to be mindful of that. So we're going to start with the mat long distance from the wall. The chair is here with the back towards the wall, and the back legs are right against the wall, so the chair isn't going to move on me. That security is important. So standing in mountain pose, step your feet wide. And we all tend to step wide and go pretty narrow. See if you can step just a little bit wider. Check that your heels are in alignment with one another. And now turn your toes towards the chair. So I'm beginning on my left side. You can start on whichever side is best for you. The back foot, take your back heel and just kick it out a tiny bit so there's a small angle to the back foot. And then bend your front knee. You want to make sure that the knee is over the ankle. So I'm going to roll up my pant leg here a little bit so you can see that alignment. We want to maintain the health of our knee. We want to use these quadricep muscles. That's going to help to build bone strength into the pelvis and into the femur, which is a place where we often see bone loss at the very beginning. So this, we're going to stay nice and strong here. Now bring your arms up to chest height and extend the arms and look towards the wall. Really extend through the fingertips. Press down through both feet. Engage your core to get a little taller through your torso. Reach up through the crown of the head. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. So take a deep breath in and slow exhale out. Maybe sinking a little further into the lunge. We're in Warrior 2. Take another breath in and exhale, reaching out through the fingertips. 3 more breaths. Take a breath in and a breath out. 2 more, breath in and a breath out. Last breath, inhale, make it a good one, keep strong in the legs, torso, and breath out. Leaving the legs as they are. I want you to reach towards the back of the chair and the wall. Right? You want to keep length on both sides of your torso. The front hand can come down to the chair seat. Back arm, you have option. You can lift it straight up to the sky. If that's uncomfortable for your shoulder at all, take the arm and wrap it around behind you or bring it to your waist. Notice now I'm facing forward, right, towards the opening in my legs. I want to keep drawing my upper shoulder back. And I'm going to take my bottom ribs, the ribs down here, and begin to rotate them upward. There's a little bit of a twist here in this pose. Keep pressing into both feet. And let's take 4 more breaths here. So take a breath in and a breath out. Another breath in. Long exhale out. 2 more. Breath in and breath out. Last one, you can do it. Breath in and breath out. Press into the chair with your hand, straighten your leg, and come up to center. Turn your feet parallel for a moment, and if you need to step together and shake out the legs, you can. Like the legs might be feeling a little bit of the energy of this pose here. Okay. So after your break, step your feet wide, line up the heels, right? Turn your toes towards the chair, back heel kicks out just a little. Right? This time we're going to keep the legs straight. So try not to lock the knee so that it goes backwards. Right? Keep a little micro bend in the front knee, but it will stay straight here. And try not to bend the knee here. We're going to come into triangle pose next. So again, lifting the arms to chest height and reaching. I'm going to look towards the wall and reach like I'm reaching over a counter. I'm keeping the length on both sides of my rib cage. Now, my left hand can come down to the chair, and same option here. I'm going to take this arm up to the sky this time. You have options of where to look. I can look straight ahead, I can look down towards my foot, or I can look up to the sky. See which feels best for your neck. And now to stay in this pose, press into both feet, engaging both legs, remembering to keep micro bend at the front knee. Take your bottom ribs once again and begin to rotate them upward without taking the arm and the shoulder back. Keep breathing here. Let's take 3 more breaths. Breathing in and full breath out. Deep breath in and breath out. Last one, breath in and breath out. Using now this right hand, I'm going to grab as if I'm grabbing onto a rope, bend my front knee slightly, and then use that imaginary rope to come up to center, relax the arms, turn the feet parallel, and I'll step in towards my chair. Good, I'm going to undo my bent legs here. And now we're going to come into tree pose. A couple of options here for tree pose. Balancing poses, can be very challenging for people. So one option is to use the chair as a prop for the knee. Okay? The other is to be close enough so that you can hold on to the wall and do the outer leg. I'm going to use the chair today, but I wanted you to know you have options here. So start first in mountain. I always check my feet are parallel, my toes are spread nice and wide, finding that nice tall posture. We're engaging the low belly muscles to support the low back, right? Drawing the shoulders up and back. And to come into this pose, I'm going to shift my weight into the outer leg, right? Staying nice and tall here and not letting the hip move out to the side. And I'll now lift that inner knee, right? Take the knee out to the left and then bring my foot to rest on my calf. The knee's not always a good place to rest. Keep inhaling and lengthening. Remember, see the chair is supporting me here. And then take the arms up overhead. We want the arms to be as engaged as the legs. So reach up through your fingertips. Reach down through the standing foot. Keep engaging your core. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. So breathing in, as you reach and get taller. Exhale, grounding down through that standing foot. Little micro bend in that knee so it doesn't hyperextend. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. Slowly release the arms. Release the leg and shake out the standing leg. Before we go to the other side, we're going to do one more pose here at the wall. I'm going to take my block and turn my chair so the seat is facing towards me. And I'm going to stand close enough to the wall so that my left hand is here. Both feet are flat. My left leg will go up on the chair. Now, you can use a block here or not. I'm going to use the block between my leg and my wall, because sometimes what happens, we're going to be moving into a twist, is the knee will kind of move out to the side. I want to keep that alignment and keep this leg working even though it's on the chair, as if I were standing on the floor. So hand on the wall, mountain pose here, pressing evenly into both feet, little micro bend in the knee of the standing leg. Inhale, take now your right arm up to the sky. Reach up through the fingertips. And now using your belly muscles, begin to take your rib cage and your chest towards the wall. This hand will come down to the wall. Hands are about shoulder distance apart. Fingers are spread. I'm going to imagine that I'm trying to pull the wall down and get a little taller here. Now I'm going to push the wall without moving my hands towards the back of the chair and come into the twist. Again, draw the wall down, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, push the wall away, coming a little deeper into the twist. Keep with that action of lengthening and then twisting, lengthening and twisting. One more breath, lengthen. And then slowly unwind. And then grab onto that block so it doesn't fall down. Use the wall to support yourself and come off of the chair. Shake out the standing leg. Then I would do the whole series on the opposite side. Remember, you want to hold each pose, I would say minimum of 5 breaths, but probably 6 would be close to. It's about 30-second hold. Right? These are nice, strong poses. They really activate the muscles against the bones, and it's that pressure on the bones, that pulling, that stress that causes the bones to create more bone cells. So hope you enjoy this. Have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help you out. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. Take care.